guys, we're back with these again. I'm back with this again. We're back. It's been a little minute. I've been gone for a while. Okay. What's a little while? You know, what's a few days? You know, not posting anything yesterday, but I want to post every single day. You know, skit ideas, or you know, just to go into the dump. I was thinking of, guys, it's getting so bad. I was thinking of just dirty jokes, man. Dirty jokes. What are we doing here? Dirty jokes. What am I gonna do with a video like that? What was I really thinking? You know, Paul talked about, I don't remember which books, First Thessalonians, Second Thessalonians. You know, that vulgar speech leads to sin, so we gotta avoid that. So, you guys know the F word and the S, you know, all that. Avoid all that fluff. So I'm here to talk about certain things that I want to make movies and. Let me keep that part to myself. Anyways, I'm here to talk about just certain things, you know, that only not many people are really gonna understand. You know. You know, I just went to the, you know, I go to a gym and it has this equipment that's called Matrix or something like that, and it reminded me of the Matrix. You know, it's like, that's making me think: is the gym a Matrix too? Is everything a Matrix? It has to be. It's like, man, I don't know. People are not gonna understand this. It's like the environment tells you that it's a matrix. It's like you just know that it's a simulation. You just know it is. You just know. It's not something like it's not no surprise or no guesswork. It's right in your face. That's how it is. I heard about some race wars. We're gonna talk about a bunch of stuff. I heard about some race war stuff. That's interesting. It seems like the race wars are starting to get worse. I don't think they just started. I think it's just getting worse. It's no surprise. It's no surprise. It's time for us, Black people. It's time for us to rise, to elevate, to take our own stuff, to rise up. You know, the 400 years ended in like 2019. So ever since 2019, I mean it's been gone for 6 years. So you know, we could rise up, we could do something, make a change. But people are willing to make a change. I'm starting to keep my private to myself. Speaking of that, so, you know, staying away from certain people, you know, because, you know, you don't. That's why I isolate myself a lot, because I don't want to be dealing with these spirits. Because you're not dealing with the person, I'm dealing with people, you're dealing with spirits over here. Stuff like that. And about these type of videos, I've been always wanting to do these videos since like 2024. I've always wanted to do videos like this. You know, I wanted to do the apology videos because I know those get a lot of views. The apologies, where they're between the cry and pretend to be sad, and they're like, "Oh, so it's my bad. I didn't mean to do that thing." Like that's diabolical. Anyways. You don't desire to deal or interact with these type of spirits, man. You know, you gotta flee from the fool. You gotta keep to yourself in this generation. This generation's retarded. This generation's trash. I'm just gonna put out right there. So we gotta do better, man. I'm talking about this current generation. What's that Gen Z? We gotta do better. We gotta do better. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough out here, man. This reminds me of Regrets of Fear. Regrets of Fear. I remember filming that. Man, it seems like a year ago. Man, Regrets of Fear. Man, I miss making those movies like Waterman, Regrets of Fear. What else? The Inertia Man. Oh man, boy, man, good times. Good times. I don't care about the world, how the world sees though. I don't care about that, man. When I find a time, I'll submit one of those films in a film festival and just gonna get the award. Bro, Waterman I don't care what anyone says. Waterman's a great movie. The fact that I did all the people, and come on, Waterman is top tier. That's an S tier film. I'm not lying. I'm not being biased. That's an S tier film. I could have done it better. I wish I would have done more trailers though, and more footage. Do I have any deleted footage? I only have like one deleted scene. It's supposed to be like an origin story or something like that, but couldn't get into the film. I had other scenes I wanted to do, like, but I didn't have the CGI, didn't have the budget, didn't have the crew, didn't have all that. So, when I get to a certain time, probably next year, maybe late 2025, I might have the abilities, the equipments to make the films that I really want to make even better, to its best. Anyways, it's been 7 minutes. Yeah, 7 minutes. Let's continue. Yeah, you just got to stay away from certain people. If you go to school or go to job, go to work, maybe just going out to the mall. You feel you got this good vibe, this good feelings. You don't want to be around people, man. The more knowledge you gain, the more you learn about the world you live in, you start getting more depressed. I mean, you're just sad. You're just like sad. It's not the depression from the demons, from the demonic, the strongholds, because that depression comes from willful sin. I'm talking about the depression that comes from, it's not really depression, it's more because it's peaceful, because you have the knowledge. That knowledge is preserving, that knowledge is protecting you. Because people die for lack of knowledge. People lose for lack of knowledge. Oh, if I would have known that Fortnite was such a that whole point of that game was just to farm your time and money and energy, I wouldn't have played it. That game's demonic, by the way, but people are not gonna believe me when I say that. That's cool. That's their problem, man. If you were to tell me back in 2019 that Fortnite is a demonic game, so I would have laughed at you. So I understand. Like, not many people understand. Well, not many people are able to relate to this message here. To what I'm saying. That's just the truth, man. That's just the thing. That's just the gist of when it comes to speaking truth. When it comes to saying this type of stuff. If I was saying this stuff a decade ago, man. Do you know how people have reacted to this type of information, to this type of knowledge 10 plus years ago? I mean, now more people are able to relate, but that's still not that many. But it's because the truth is out now. The truth is out. People know. People know Hollywood is. People know how people know more. But people still unspiritual. I don't know, man. I don't know why. When you watch movies, when you watch stuff like Squid Games with spiritual lenses, when you watch stuff like even the Avengers movies with spiritual lenses, X-Men Apocalypse, Venom, those are just Marvel movies. But you watch those with spiritual lenses, you see the messages they might put in those. You see them using the Bible. Like in X-Men Apocalypse, you see them using the 4 horsemen. Kind of making Apocalypse look like some type of antichrist villain, which is pretty insane. The reason I'm saying all this is because to say that there's a matrix, man. There's a simulation. Hollywood is using the Bible now. That shows you that the Bible is really the truth. The Bible is the biblical instruction before leaving Earth. Before leaving this wicked, defiled planet. I wanted to say something else, but I was like, nah, let me just keep that to the side. Gotta keep this speech clean. Gotta keep it PG. Gotta keep it PG. So a movie that's not PG that I made, you figure it out for yourself. Yeah, you just don't be around some people because of their demons, what they got going on, their situation. People might say stuff behind your back, or they might say on the open, like, this is demons, man. Just trembling, mocking. That's what they do. Because their peace disturbs you. Their wise discernment, they're disturbed by that. So, demons are disturbed by holiness, by people who are being set apart, so being different. They're disturbed by that. So that's what I realized. Disturbs those demonic strongholds. It reminds me of the church bell in Spider-Man 3. If you know, you know. In the comics, that church is just like, it's like those sounds, that disturbs those symbiotes. And let me dissect that. Let me break that down. It's like a certain frequency disturbs those symbiotes. Just like how a high frequency, like prayer, a person who's operating in high frequency, it's just like how that disturbs a demon. Very similar. Again, you gotta look at this with the spiritual lenses. Not many people can do this. Because people are afraid to really see God, even though, how much does it cost? Everything. You lose your life so that you gain yours. Whoever loses life will find it for my sake. Whoever finds his life will lose it. It's that simple. Go and read and study to prove yourself. To inform yourself. For the Marvel fans, I did some research on the Eternals. The Eternals are based off of a bunch of false gods and stuff like that. So I realized, this is based off of fallen angels. And the dude was talking about how these ancient civilizations were, worshiping these ancient aliens. Guys, that's the fallen angels. That is basically what it is. That's what I realized, and that's like, that's why Eternals is not that popular. Because who worships those entities anymore? Yeah, that's the old times, with Baal and Zeus and stuff like that. That stuff's dead. Now it might be different now. I don't know. I mean, I did know a person that, thought that Zeus was God. I told him that's not God, man. That's a fallen angel. That's what it is. And to prove to you that Fortnite, that game's demonic, man. But the Fortnite islands are named after these false gods. You can look it up. The islands like Apollo or these islands are named after false gods. So there you have it. Okay. I only got like a few minutes, so I'll make the most of this. I'm gonna make a final cut for Great Sophia. Whenever I record it, sometime. I wish I could just man, when you live in a certain area, it's not easy to get certain clips that you want, man. You just gotta do what you gotta do, man. I'm gonna take some risk. I'm gonna take all the risk, like making this video. That is a risk. You gotta take risk, man, in this life. That's how you grow. So yeah, it is what it is. What else should I talk about? Refraining from the fool. You know, when you're in the midst of a foolish counsel, in the midst of fools, get out of there. Find an excuse, get out of there. You do not want to be around that. So, bad. What's the Bible say? It's like bad people corrupt good manners. Something like that. It just seems stale. It feels weird. It's the morning, so yeah, that's how mornings are, I guess. Yeah. Man, you just gotta keep to yourself. Don't be so giving. In this generation, man, people don't want help in this generation. People don't want help. People don't want to take advantage of all the stuff that's out. So, except for AI, of course. When some fact technology comes out, that's when people want to take advantage of it. People do not want to take advantage of the time they have. The Bible, the story's not being put out. So people are gonna hate on it. It's like Marvel's this and that. Like, oh my gosh, man, this is the last days. People are being ungrateful. What's going on here? What's going on, man? But I'll continue to spread the truth. I'll continue to say it how it is. There are people out there that I don't like, but I don't hate on them. I don't go and murmur them. I don't do none of that nonsense. The gossip. That's just the thing. I don't do none of that nonsense. But the people out here, you never know, man. People will be doing some weird stuff. I don't want to be part of Hollywood's freak show, none of that. You gotta leave the world behind, just like the movie, leave the world behind. I have no idea what the title of this video is gonna be. The title could be anything. I only got a few minutes, man, so let me keep going and finish this up. You know, man, it's just life. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Certain things you can control, certain things you can't control. What you can't control is your life. You can't control other people's lives. They have their own free will. They can make their own decisions. And people are gonna say, I'm struggling with this, I'm struggling with this. You have to ask yourself, are you doing what it takes? Are you taking a risk? Are you really putting in the work? If you're plowing and looking back, you're not worthy, man. You're not ready. You're not ready. Either go hard or go back into darkness. Pick one. Either go hard or go back into darkness. There was no middle ground. There are people that are in the middle. They're gonna be, man. Those people in the middle, they're cooked. And the real fight, the real war is between good and evil. There's no race war. No, none of that. That's nonsense. That's BS. And the racist, aka Freemasons, those guys that are causing all this trouble, you think they're a problem? I'll tell you, it's more of a problem. People don't follow truth. That's more of a problem. Because people don't follow truth, they're going to be against the truth. You know what I'm saying? So keep to yourself, man. And one piece of advice that'll help a lot of you guys. People don't care about you, man. People do not care about you. Again, just focus on yourself. Some people have social anxiety and stuff like that. So that could be a mental thing, or I don't think that's a demon in that case. That's probably a mental thing. Because some things are just mental. Not all mental illnesses are demons. Sometimes it's just you. What I'll say about that is nobody cares about you. Nobody's trying to. Nobody cares about you here, man. It's every person for his selfish self. I'm trying to speak more comfortably. The jaw feels weird. Okay. That's way better. Okay. Yeah, it is what it is, man. I pray that people may find the truth, that I'm elevated. I don't want to just be, I don't want to be praying for people who aren't trying to grow. I'm trying to pray for myself and pray for others who are trying to grow. I pray for God to touch their hearts. But there are people out there who God will touch their hearts and they'll still stay in darkness. So, it's what it is, man. People, again, man. I don't give too much knowledge here. Because you gotta do more seeking. I don't want people to rely on me. Because when I relied on YouTubers, they let me down. They betrayed me. And I can't judge them. The only person you can judge is yourself. Same thing. The only person you can blame is yourself. You gotta take your own accountability. I take somebody else's. Man, not gonna use the bathroom now. Look, man, nobody said life would be easy. Nobody said that. Nobody said that. So keep being in the fire. Those who withdraw from the fire withdraw from heaven. So, yeah. Try your best to find people who are on the same path as you are. Narrow path. Trying to grow and improve and elevate. If you can't help yourself, how can you help other people? You gotta help yourself. And it could be a lot just by walking in truth, by doing what you gotta do. It could be a lot to other people. And there are videos on the internet that talking about that. There are so many videos out there talking about people trying to steal your light, stuff like that. You can check that out for yourself, but discern. Go and experience that for yourself. And when you're liked in this world, people look at you differently, man. And those same friends, they might act, it is what it is, man. So do what you gotta do. Continue being vigilant this hour, set apart, praying fast, while supplication, and pray that we all make it to the end and not faint. That's a tough truth to accept. That's a tough Bible verse to accept. Faint not in well doing. So all people are prideful. They're not gonna accept that, man. It's hard because they're gonna be like, what? They're gonna be like, what? Aren't you God? Couldn't you do? Like, that's the thing, man. Man, because people interpret it wrong. People don't read the Bible for themselves, so they're gonna be confused, offended. Blessed are those who aren't offended. Because you gotta realize, the reason why we get offended by stuff like that, by the truth, is because we're programmed into this sin. We're programmed into this succubus, Ahab, beta made, type of, reform. It's time to get the symbiotes off. It's time to get the evil spirits off. Fight this good fight. And when you're on this path, you become a target. So that's why we gotta pray and fast, hold supplication. Never let down. That's all I have for you guys. Sub, like, do what you gotta do. Support. Don't be a monitoring spirit. Support. I want the views. I want more views, more likes, more subs. I want a real community. I want growth. Let's do this. I don't even want to leave, but I gotta leave. It was a good message. I'll see you guys in the next one.